Hey guys, it's Mac and I'm back with another amazing video. In today's video, we are going to continue the challenge to a 20-day challenge, okay? We are going to start in the position that we stopped from the 10-day challenge. If you have not watched the 10-day challenge video, the link will be in the description box below. Please go over and watch that video right now before you get into the 20-day challenge. What we're going to do, we're going to start in the same spot that we left off of, and we're just going to continue the same process going all the way back. Me, I'm going all the way back to 23 meters. You go back to whatever suits you best in your archery. In today's challenge, the bow that I'll be using is the 40-pound Horsebow by AF Archery. I know many people are going to look at this bow and they're like, that is a tartar bow, but AF calls it a Horsebow. That's the reason why I call it a Horsebow, because the actual name of it is Horsebow. So that's the reason why I say the AF Horsebow, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a little bit different than the tartar bow, so that's the reason why I call it the AF Horsebow. The target I'll be using in today's video is a red solo cup in a bag, and as you can see, it's just a little bit bigger. The reason why I changed the target from the 10-day challenge to the 20-day challenge is because it's more of a 3D type of target, and you know, like my Patreons will know that 3D shooting is so important and it's so imperative. And I have a very lengthy video in my Patreon on 3D targets and what you should be shooting at, okay? Now, one thing that I want to discuss about shooting at a cup in a bag is that sometimes the arrows can deflect. So if you change your target from an arrow to a cup in a bag, like I'm doing right now, what you need to watch out for is that the arrow sometimes can deflect. And that's just what can happen, okay? And that's something that you need to watch out for, and that's something that you need to pay attention to, because it's not like, will it or could it deflect? It's when it will deflect, okay? I'm pretty sure that when I go to shoot today, there's going to be some deflections, and sometimes you'll see the arrow just flying over here off to the side, and you're like, wait a minute, that was a miss, but it was a hit. The arrow went over here, but it hit the cup, you know? So that is something that you really need to watch out for. So if you have a cup in a bag like this, make sure that you have something that can catch a deflected arrow, okay? It's very important that you have that, all right? If you're just using just a small target or whatever, just keep the arrow in there. You know, once I get all the way back, I'll probably change the target to an arrow just because I'm further back. I probably will change it back to an arrow. But for most of the shots that you'll see, it will be a small cup in a bag, and I'll have it on a string right there in front of the target. And just like the 10-day challenge, I'm going to be filming all the footage in today's video in one practice session, but I promise you I will be doing the 20-day challenge for the next 10 days. I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, you want people to do 10 days worth of shooting when you did it in a single practice session. Yes, I know, but I explained this in my 10-day challenge video, so please go over there and watch that video. You know, it's very important that you watch that video. If you haven't watched that video yet, if you've already watched that video, let's start from where we left off and let's go back, guys. Let's just keep going back a little bit by little bit. Okay? This challenge will help you so much with your accuracy, so I highly recommend that you do these challenges, guys. And I find it to be so much fun. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also, if you're struggling at all with thumb draw or Slavic release, I do have a Patreon, and my Patreon will be in the link below. And guys, I have 3 hours of footage. I mean, 3 hours of footage in my Patreon on form and how I shoot, ready to rock and roll. So if you are struggling at all with Slavic release or thumb draw, please join my Patreon, guys. It would mean the absolute world to me. Or if you just want to support this channel, or if you just want to support another archer, please join my Patreon. It would mean the absolute world to me, guys. And like I said, I got over 3 hours worth of video footage just on form and how to shoot accurately. And guys, I've put so much work into this Patreon, so please join my Patreon. The link will be in the description box below. But enough of this chit-chatting. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the camera set up, and I'm gonna get ready to rock and roll, and I'm going to start where I left off from my 10-day challenge. One of the things that you need to watch out for while you're shooting at an arrow is that the arrows can break like it just did in the last clip. Well, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please let me know what you thought about this challenge in the comment section below. And please join my Patreon, guys. Like I said, there's over 3 hours worth of footage on my Patreon, ready to rock and roll. And all of it has to do with form. Okay, there is a little bit of target portion, but that is very crucial to know too, because my target is a little bit different and there's a lot of reasons why. So please join my Patreon. Thank you so much. And you guys have a blessed day in Christ. Bye now.